Hello to all the devoted Celtic supporters tuning in. Today, the excitement is palpable as we delve into one of the most talked about managerial moves in recent memory. Wilfried Nancy, a name that has been steadily rising in the football world, is set to take the reins at Celtic, and it's fair to say that the buzz surrounding this transfer has the entire fan base buzzing. For those who followed Nancy's career closely, this is a moment many have been anticipating, though perhaps not as suddenly as it's come to pass. In America, the news hit like a shockwave. Columbus Crew fans woke up to the reality that their beloved coach would be leaving for Scotland, and reactions ranged from disbelief to begrudging admiration. Until recently, the narrative across US sports media was that there had been no contact between Columbus Crew and Celtic. But as events unfolded, it became clear that discussions were indeed ongoing. Nancy's desire to take his talents overseas was well known among insiders, and his ambition to coach in Europe had always been on the table. Reports now indicate that some of his trusted backroom staff may accompany him to Scotland, though nothing is fully confirmed yet. Names like Kwame Ampadu, Yoann Damet, and other familiar figures from his time in Columbus and Montreal have surfaced, suggesting that Nancy values continuity and the support of those who understand his philosophy and working methods. This hints at a seamless transition and perhaps a quicker adaptation period for the team as he settles into the Celtic environment. The background of Nancy's coaching journey is equally fascinating. Hired by Columbus Crew in 2023, he brought with him assistants and analysts he had worked with previously, creating a tight-knit coaching unit. His philosophy emphasizes structure, discipline, and tactical adaptability, qualities that have earned him recognition as one of the brightest minds in MLS. When the Crew sought to extend his contract, making him potentially the highest-paid manager in the league, Nancy politely declined, signaling his desire to challenge himself on a larger stage. The move to Celtic, a club with a storied history and high expectations, represents not just a step up in prestige, but an opportunity to prove his capabilities in European football. The transition will undoubtedly come with challenges, given Celtic's current squad dynamics and the competitive nature of Scottish football, but Nancy's track record suggests he is more than equipped to face them. His analytical approach, combined with a focus on player development and tactical innovation, could very well mark the beginning of an exciting new era for the Hoops. Fan reactions have been a mix of excitement, cautious optimism, and curiosity about how Nancy will shape the team. Across social media platforms, the response from American and international football followers alike has been overwhelmingly positive. Many have highlighted his achievements in MLS, noting that he transformed teams with limited resources into competitive sides capable of challenging for titles. His reputation for nurturing young talent and implementing structured modern football strategies resonates strongly with the Celtic ethos, where developing players and maintaining a high-tempo game are key. Observers note that Nancy's ability to manage expectations, handle media pressure, and instill a clear playing philosophy will be crucial in navigating the challenges of the Scottish Premiership and European competitions. Analysts and former players alike have praised his work ethic and attention to detail, suggesting that while he may face hurdles, his approach to management is holistic, addressing both on-field performance and the mental and physical preparation of his squad. Another interesting dimension is the potential composition of Nancy's backroom team at Celtic. It appears likely that key figures who have worked closely with him in the past will join the club providing continuity and a shared understanding of his methods. Kwame Ampadu, with extensive experience in youth development and previous roles in prominent European academies, brings a wealth of knowledge that could prove invaluable, especially for Celtic's younger prospects. Yoann Damet, who embarked on his coaching career at just 16, adds another layer of expertise and fresh perspective. His experience across different clubs in MLS and his familiarity with Nancy's philosophy make him a natural fit, and together this team could create an environment where players are carefully guided, matches are meticulously analyzed, and strategic adjustments are implemented with precision. The emphasis on continuity suggests that Nancy values trusted collaborators, and this could be key in establishing a strong foundation for success in his first season in charge. As we look ahead, the excitement for what Nancy can bring to Celtic is tangible. Fans are already speculating about tactical formations, potential transfers, and the immediate impact on squad performance. While some supporters remain cautious, mindful of the challenges of adapting to a new league, the prevailing sentiment is one of anticipation. The narrative emerging from the United States portrays Nancy as a transformative figure, someone who elevates teams and instills a winning mentality. His record in MLS demonstrates not only his tactical acumen but also his ability to manage players effectively, fostering an environment where talent can thrive. For Celtic, a club constantly striving for domestic success and recognition on the European stage, and Nancy's arrival could signal a new chapter defined by strategic intelligence, youth integration, and an emphasis on cohesive attacking football. Beyond the tactical and managerial aspects, there is also a cultural and emotional element to Nancy's move. Stepping into the role of Celtic manager means embracing the rich history, passionate fan base, and the unique expectations that come with leading one of Scotland's most iconic clubs. The energy surrounding Celtic Park on match days, the chants, and the relentless support provide both a challenge and an opportunity for any incoming manager. Nancy's ability to connect with players, understand the cultural nuances, and integrate himself into the fabric of the club will be as important as his on-field decisions. Observers suggest that his prior experience, coupled with his personable nature and commitment to growth, positions him well to navigate this transition successfully. It is a moment filled with potential, and as the transfer news settles, attention will naturally turn to his early tactical experiments, training methodologies, and how quickly he can imprint his philosophy on the team. Adding to the intrigue are individual player stories, like that of Kyle Ure, whose recent injury has been a blow for Celtic's squad depth. Ure's hamstring setback while on international duty highlights the importance of a robust medical and coaching structure to manage player fitness, rehabilitation, and return to peak performance. Integrating new managerial philosophies with existing squad members, particularly when key players face injuries, presents a test of leadership and strategic planning. Nancy's approach will likely include personalized training, data-driven analysis, and careful management of player workloads to mitigate risks and optimize performance. Meanwhile, other squad members like Matt O'Reilly continue to attract attention from clubs abroad, reflecting the growing reputation of Celtic's players under both former and incoming management structures. The combination of nurturing young talent, managing senior players, and incorporating a fresh tactical outlook creates a dynamic environment filled with anticipation for fans, analysts, and the wider football community alike. As we turn our attention to the coming months at Celtic, the focus naturally shifts to Wilfried Nancy's tactical approach and how he plans to shape the squad. From his time in Major League Soccer, it is evident that Nancy favors a proactive, possession-oriented style, blending defensive organization with quick transitions into attack. At Columbus Crew, he demonstrated an aptitude for reading the game and adapting strategies mid-match, often exploiting opponents' weaknesses while maintaining structure at the back. It will be fascinating to see how this philosophy translates to Scottish football, where the pace and intensity can differ markedly from what he has encountered in the States. The Premiership presents its own set of challenges, from weather conditions affecting play to the physicality of the league, and Nancy will need to adjust his tactical blueprint to accommodate these factors while retaining the principles that define his coaching ethos. Fans can expect a team that presses intelligently, moves with purpose, and utilizes wide areas effectively while maintaining a disciplined defensive shape that limits the opposition's opportunities. Nancy's potential impact is not limited to first-team tactics alone. His vision extends into the development of youth players and the overall club structure. Key members of his backroom staff, such as Kwame Ampadu and Johan Demet, bring invaluable expertise in player development and scouting, and their experience could help accelerate the progression of Celtic's younger talents. Ampadu, with his background in European academies and experience working with Nancy at multiple clubs, is expected to focus on integrating promising youth into the senior setup, ensuring a pipeline of talent that aligns with Nancy's football philosophy. Dame, who has demonstrated a remarkable commitment to coaching from an early age, adds a strategic dimension to training sessions, match preparation, and player mentoring. Together, this staff complements Nancy's approach, allowing for a holistic framework that addresses technical skills, tactical understanding, and psychological readiness. Celtic's management structure, combined with Nancy's methodologies, suggests an era where the emphasis on cohesion, adaptability, and long-term player development will be central to achieving success both domestically and in Europe. The first months of Nancy's tenure will also be shaped by squad management and transfer decisions. While the current roster contains significant talent, there is a recognition that a few strategic additions could elevate the team's performance. Nancy's experience in the American leagues, where resource optimization and smart acquisitions are crucial, suggests he will approach the transfer market with precision. Players brought in are likely to fit specific tactical roles and complement the existing squad rather than being high-profile signings purely for their name. This measured approach is critical in balancing the demands of multiple competitions, managing player fatigue, and ensuring depth across all positions. Additionally, Nancy's familiarity with MLS talents who have previously thrived under his guidance may open the door to further overseas signings, blending international experience with local knowledge to create a versatile squad capable of adapting to different challenges. And supporters will undoubtedly be eager to see early indications of these plans in preseason friendlies and initial league fixtures, where Nancy's philosophy will start to take visible form on the pitch. The integration of the backroom staff will also be a point of focus. Maintaining continuity and building trust within the team will be essential in establishing Nancy's authority and fostering a cohesive environment. Ampadu's prior experience with youth players and Dame's tactical acumen offer complementary strengths that should smooth the transition for both senior and academy players. Reports suggest that other familiar figures from Nancy's previous clubs, potentially including analysts and conditioning specialists, may also join creating a support network attuned to his expectations. The synergy between manager and staff is crucial, especially during high-pressure periods such as European fixtures and domestic cup runs. Their ability to work collectively, share insights, and adapt strategies in real time will likely determine how quickly Nancy's ideas take root at Celtic. Fans can anticipate an environment where innovation, analytical preparation, and personalized coaching converge to enhance performance across the squad, ensuring that each player understands their role within the system. Equally compelling is Nancy's approach to player psychology and leadership. Known for fostering strong relationships with his players, he places emphasis on communication, motivation, and mental resilience. At Columbus Crew, he was praised for his capacity to instill confidence in younger players while maintaining standards for senior squad members. This balance between authority and mentorship is expected to continue at Celtic, where players will be encouraged to take initiative within a structured framework. Such an approach can be particularly beneficial when navigating periods of adversity, such as injury crises, fixture congestion, or dips in form. For instance, the recent setback with Kyle Ure underscores the importance of a manager capable of managing squad morale, integrating recovery protocols, and maintaining tactical consistency despite absences. Nancy's attention to detail, combined with his collaborative approach with medical staff, ensures that player welfare remains a priority while also aligning with the competitive demands of the league. Before we proceed, subscribe to our channel and enable notifications to receive all exclusive news about Celtic FC. Don't miss any details about your favorite team. It's extremely important for Celtic FC fans. Scotland's footballing circles are fair buzzing this morning as word drifts through the winds and closes that Celtic have quietly struck a deal for a former Premier League centre-half, a move whispered to be nothing short of a tectonic shift in the back line at Parkhead. Nothing official has crossed the wires, and the club keeps its lips tighter than a January wind off the Clyde. Yet the murmur grows louder by the hour. Some inside Lennox Town are said to be walking about with the knowing look folk get when something big is brewing. The mystery defender's name is being guarded like the crown jewels, but those who claim to be in the ken insist he brings a wealth of top-flight experience and the kind of presence that can reorganize an entire defense with a shout and a raised eyebrow. Supporters, always quick to pick up a scent, are already sharing theories in pubs, supporters' buses, and group chats, describing the mooted signing as the sort of player who could steady the back four in a way not seen for years. Rumour has it the lad's physicality alone could give Celtic a new edge, with talk of towering clearances, calm distribution, and a willingness to bark orders that might shake some complacency from the squad. One source, barely whispering over the phone as if being watched, said the club had been tracking him for a while, quietly waiting for the right moment to strike. Another hinted that he'd been impressed by the atmosphere in Glasgow and the idea of becoming a linchpin in a team chasing silverware on multiple fronts. If even half the chatter is true, this could be the sort of signing that shifts the mood across the league. Rival fans are already grumbling online, insisting Celtic are at it again, snapping up experience while they're still working through their own defensive puzzles. The Hoops faithful, meanwhile, are letting themselves dream, though no one dares say too much in case the rumour evaporates like steam from a cold pint. For now, it remains a tantalizing whisper rolling through the Scottish game. But one thing's certain, something is stirring in the East End, and folk can't stop talking about it. Hello, fan, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, as it means a lot to Celtic FC. Also, share your opinion about the news in the comments below. See you in the next video.